Australians are pissed off and Scott Morrison knows it. Now, I never swear on my segments. That's why I've hired this anger translator to explain what we're all feeling. Warning, there's very explicit language here, so hide the kids. Here we go.
I 100% agree with you people who don't want to be vaccinated. It's a fucking disgrace what's going on, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's people out there like me who just did not want to fucking do this, but what do? You lose your job, you lose your fucking house, you can't go to your fucking local sporting events, you can't go and watch your beloved Roosters, you can't go to a fucking concert, you can't go and have a schooner at a fucking pub. Oh no, you've got a choice. There's no fucking choice. You give us no fucking choice, you give me no choice, and I'm fucking angry about it, and I always fucking will be. And now I got this shit in me fucking body that no one knows what it's going to do in a few years. I'm sorry, I'm fucking pissed off with this, I really am.
The most lasting thing that truck driver said is that he is very pissed off, and he will always be pissed off with this government because it's repulsive what the government's doing. You can't pay for your house, you can't feed your kids if you don't get the jab. Are you guys kidding me? What are you going to do about the booster jabs? How long are we going to keep this going? How long are we going to keep doing lockdowns? The Prime Minister himself changed his tune a week ago, and we saw that he was making more of a pitch towards freedom. He wants to be known as the freedom guy. He wants to be the one that gives you back your freedoms. Now, a lot of the intelligent ones in my audience will know that they don't trust him. Just like this truck driver, very smart man. I don't trust you guys. You forced me into this, you bastards. That's what he's thinking. So when it comes to this next election, probably in May next year, there are three parties which I really think will make the biggest difference this election and have the biggest impact and possibility of getting in and maybe grabbing the balance of power. You've got the United Australia Party, that's Clive Palmer with Craig Kelly. You've got the Liberal Democrat Party with a ton of real conservative Liberal Party members that have left the Liberal Party. And then you've also got One Nation with Pauline Hanson and the likes of Mark Latham. Those are three parties which I can really see making a difference this election. All the other little minor parties, there's a much smaller chance. Sure, you can vote for them, but these are the three big ones which I can see making a difference. Now, when it comes to you guys that are being threatened with losing your jobs, I am getting all of your messages. My inbox is inundated. I can't answer them quick enough. If you have to take the jab because of your job and you do not have the savings to last, you're going to have to make a call at some point. And it's terrible. It sucks. This government will be held to account one day. But the problem is you're on the ticker. It's a ticking time bomb with this, and you've got to feed your family. And I understand the problems you're going through. There is no judgment here if you have to get the vaccine. None at all. A lot of people in my family, one of my very own family members in my extended family, been working for a company for 26 years. And the company is willing to let her go. They're talking about, handover if she doesn't end up getting the jab. That's ridiculous. That's not okay. Are you kidding me? 26 years of hard work gone to waste? What? This is ridiculous. It counts for nothing. So do what you guys have to do to stay in the game. Now, am I giving up? No. There are very good lawyers like AFL lawyers, Tony Nicklick, who are fighting these battles pro bono, free. And I've put the donate link for them out so that you guys can support people that can't pay for this stuff. If you want to fight this to the end and you've got some savings to hang in there and feed your family in the meantime, go to lawyers like AFL lawyers. They do a very good job. But remember this, there will come a day when there will be a protest against these lockdowns if they do not end, and the majority of the people at these protests will be vaccinated. That is something that Scott Morrison knows. That is something Scott Morrison is fearful of because he has bungled the vaccine rollout, and these lockdowns are, as they're admitting, are more disastrous. They say we're having a shadow pandemic from all of the kids in Victoria and New South Wales, 250 kids every day being put into hospital because they're hurting themselves. That is disgusting, and that is a sad indictment on the political leaders when it was very clear that this was going to be a problem. I've been warning about this for over a year, and I have no experience in politics or in public health. If I could spot it, why the hell could the experts and the people that have all the experience on this stuff not see this? How could the political class miss this? Are they deliberately doing it, or are they that incompetent? I think they're really stupid. That's what I think. I think they're so willfully blind in their ivory tower that they look down and spit on you, and the moment you offer a different alternate view, they shut you down. Do not let them shut you down if you can. If you have to take the jab, so be it. This is not ending. There will be jabs in the future, and if you have to take this one to just get through the next few months, then do it to hang in there. But for the love of God, do not accuse me of advocating the vaccine. The government has coerced you into this and basically held a gun to your head saying you cannot have, and that is not, I am not being hyperbole. That is not hyperbole. I am not being, I'm not overstretching. The government has held a gun to the Australian people and said, if you do not get this jab, you and your family will be thrown out of your house onto the street. That is government policy. They do not have the guts to tell the Australian people that you must get the jab. So they've made the employers do it, to make the employers the face of it. But Australian people are very smart, and they know that the Australian government have endorsed and encouraged big business to do this and lead the way. But we all know, and Scott Morrison knows, that the Australian people are smartening up to it, and the polls are showing that Scott Morrison has failed Australia, that Gladys Berejiklian has failed New South Wales, and there will be a reckoning for these people, I promise you that. Whether it's in a year, whether it's in 5 years or 10 years, there will be a royal commission into all of these mishandlings of this pandemic. Anyone that has problems with the vaccines, anyone that has suffered because of the lockdowns, this is all going to come out just as Tony Abbott, former Prime Minister, said it should come out in a royal commission. That is what my promise to you guys is. You have decimated the Australian people and the Australian economy. You have gutted our future because we'll be paying it off, not you. We're going to be digging up your graves because we're going to be paying off all of these debts. And it's all on you. Turn this ship around, Scott Morrison. I know you've realized it now and you're freaking out. As of a week ago, I noticed you had lost control over the premiers. Mark McGowan in Western Australia, the premier there, is going against what you're saying, and some of the other premiers might as well. But Gladys and yourself, you are in a very difficult position. ICAC's after Gladys, and Scott Morrison, you've got an election coming up in May. You have no choice but to turn on this and to become the Freedom Party. Otherwise, you will face electoral ruin, and you know it. And that is why you've changed your tune. So thank you guys for tuning in this week. I needed last week off because I was sick of the police harassing me these last few weeks, and I needed some time to breathe. Now it's good to be back. I look forward to hammering Scott Morrison these coming weeks. And remember to share this video. If you're in a situation where you have to get the jab, I'm truly sorry to hear that. I really am. There are good lawyers like AFL lawyers that can help you. And for many of you, it's not going to be quick enough because you know what the law, what law is like. It takes forever. But I wish you guys the best of luck hanging in there with the lawyers. And if you have to get the jab, consult your doctor and go from there. But what this government is doing, there will be a day of reckoning for them, and history is not on their side. And the sooner these MPs and these state representatives change to the side of freedom, the better it will be for them in the future. But right now, they know they screwed up and they're trying to cover their tracks. You guys are bastards, and the longer you leave this, the worse it's going to get. I will see you guys later. Take it easy. And to the politicians that think we're not watching, we're watching.